My name is Lena, and I am 32 years old. I work in a small office where the days feel long but simple. My life used to be filled with confusion and sadness because of my ex-boyfriend, Tom. The time I spent with him was full of strong feelings: love, hope, fear, and pain. After our breakup, I told myself again and again that I would never return to him. I wanted peace. I wanted a different future. For months, I tried to rebuild my life. I worked more, exercised, and spent time with friends. Slowly, I became stronger. During this time, I met a new man named Miles. He was 36, gentle in his words, calm in his nature, and caring in the way he looked at me. When we talked, I felt safe. When we walked together, I felt I could trust him. With Miles, I started dreaming of a future that did not hurt. But life always changes when we least expect it. After some weeks, I noticed something strange. I felt tired every morning, even after long sleep. My head felt heavy at work, and sometimes I needed to sit down because my legs felt weak. I believed it was stress or too much work. I tried to ignore it, thinking it would soon pass. But my clothes began to feel tight around my waist. My body felt heavier. I tried to explain these changes to myself, but every explanation felt weak. Something inside me whispered that something was different, but I kept pushing that voice away. One afternoon, I met my friend for coffee. She watched me closely and suddenly asked, "Lena, are you sure you are okay? Maybe you should take a test." Her voice became quiet at the end, but I understood what she meant. I laughed nervously and said, "No, that is impossible." But even as I said the words, my heart felt strange. Her question followed me home. That night, I sat on my bed holding a pregnancy test. My hands were shaking. My breath felt short. My mind kept saying, "This cannot be happening. This cannot be true." But I took the test. The waiting felt endless. When I finally looked, I felt the world stop. 2 lines. Positive. I was pregnant. I closed my eyes and whispered, "No." But the truth was clear, cold, and real. And deep inside my heart, I knew it immediately. The baby was Tom's, not Miles's. My heart broke. My new life, which I had built with so much care, felt like it was shattering in front of me. I did not sleep for 2 nights. I kept remembering the last time I had been with Tom. Our last argument. Our last moment together. I tried so hard to forget him, but now he was inside my future again in the most powerful way possible. I knew I had to tell him. My hands were shaking when I picked up my phone. I typed the message, "We need to talk." He replied quickly. We planned to meet at a small cafe the next day. When I walked in and saw him sitting there, my heart began to beat fast. Tom looked tired but familiar. He carried a piece of my past that I had tried to leave behind. He looked directly at me and asked, "What's wrong, Lena?" I took a deep breath. My voice trembled. "I'm pregnant, Tom." He froze. His eyes widened. For a moment he didn't speak. Then he whispered, "Are you sure?" "Yes. And it's yours." He leaned back in the chair, shocked. Fear washed over his face. I felt guilty, sad, angry, confused, all at the same time. We sat in silence for a long time. A few days later, I had a doctor's appointment. I planned to go alone, but Tom asked if he could come. I didn't know why I said yes. Maybe I was scared. Maybe a small part of me still trusted him. At the hospital, we sat next to each other without speaking. When the nurse called my name, we both stood up. Inside the room, I lay down on the bed while Tom sat beside me. The doctor turned on the screen. A small, blurry shape appeared. "This is your baby," he said gently. I covered my mouth with my hand. Tears filled my eyes. That tiny shape was a new life. My child. Tom stared at the screen, unable to speak. His eyes softened. Something changed in that moment. All the anger, all the past fights, all the old pain disappeared for a second. We both looked at the same small life, the life that connected us forever. Tom touched my shoulder lightly. I did not move away. After that day, Tom and I talked more. We discussed doctor visits, money, the future, the baby's room. Slowly, we started talking about memories, good ones and painful ones. But soon our old problems returned. We argued again, just like before. "You never listen," I told him one night. "You never let me close," he replied softly. Meanwhile, Miles, my current boyfriend, saw everything changing. He asked, "Lena, why do you see Tom so often?" I told him the truth, the baby, the appointments, the plans. But that truth hurt him. I saw the fear in his eyes. He felt like he was losing me. Our time together became uncomfortable and quiet. He laughed less. He spoke less. He looked at me with sadness that made my heart ache. At the same time, Tom's new girlfriend also saw the change. She noticed the way we talked. She noticed how Tom looked at me when I talked about the baby. She saw the old connection between us returning. Fear filled her eyes too. Our new relationships started breaking. The future with Miles became unclear. The future with Tom's girlfriend became weak. But the connection between Tom and me became stronger with every passing week. My belly grew. My steps became slower. Tom was there for everything: appointments, shopping, late-night worries. One evening, he came to my apartment. He looked tired. I sat next to him on the couch. After a long silence, Tom whispered, "I never stopped loving you, Lena." I felt tears gather in my eyes. "I never stopped either," I said quietly. "We didn't kiss. We didn't touch. We just looked at each other with a pain that was also love. And then the day came, the day our baby was born. The pain was strong, the hours felt long, and the room was full of noise. Tom held my hand during every minute. He whispered, "You can do it," again and again. When the baby finally cried for the first time, I felt my world fill with light. Tom cried too. He kissed my forehead and said, "You are my family." I believed him. In that moment, everything felt new. Our baby was small, warm, and perfect. We held him together, two people who had hurt each other, loved each other, lost each other, and now found a new beginning. We decided to try again. Not because we were perfect, but because our child gave us a reason to build something better. It would not be easy. But this time, we wanted to grow together as a family.
Thank you for watching this story. If you enjoyed it, please like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more stories and English learning. Press the bell icon and get updates on new videos. I love reading your comments, so please tell me what you think. Stay connected and keep learning with us.